are honored to have representatives of our first responders, Nick Big Ride and Cape Shark, here to throw out the first pitch. From Nick's Big Ride, Gold Star brother.
Hello and welcome into White House Field in Cape League TV. The Harwich Mariners are back in action. But more important than the game tonight, the theme of the event tonight, it's First Responders Night at White House Field. Just a wonderful night every single summer. And tonight we're honored to have representatives of our first responders, Nick Big Ride and Cape Shark, here to throw out the first pitch. So as you can see on your screen, from Nick's Big Ride, Gold Star brother Jeffrey Johnson, Harwich Police Deputy Chief Adam Hutton, who grew up on Harwich and has been a member of Harwich Police Department for 31 years. He's joined by his sons Charlie and William. Now with Harwich Fire Department, it'll be the captain, Joe Mayo, who's retiring on Wednesday after 37 years on the job. Representing the Harwich Harbor Master, the Assistant Harbor Master, Andrew Souza. The U.S. Coast Guard Petty Officer, Harrison Foxwell. From the Mass State Police, a Trooper Kelly Travers. And a sponsor of tonight's game, Cape Shark. That'll be Christina and Brendan Stearns, representing Cape Shark. So we just want to have a huge thank you to everyone helping us out and honoring our first responders and troops. Those are some good first pitches, Gino.
Oh, yeah. I think I saw several strikes.
I think they were all strikes.
Absolutely.
Thank you all.
Tonight we're proud to honor all of the first responders in attendance. Let's give a big round of applause, as everybody just did, to the Mass State Lottery Heroes of the Game. All of these first responders for their unbelievable service and dedication. Don't forget to check out our social media channels tonight for more about our Heroes of the Game. Thank you to the Mass State Lottery for helping us honor these incredible heroes. So, Gino, just what a night it is. We haven't even talked about baseball yet, and there's just good energy at White House Field.
Yeah, absolutely, and they've got the fire truck here with the big American flag drifting in the wind. It's a very cool sight over by the third base side. So this is going to be a really fun night, and a night that means more than just the game of baseball like we've talked about.
Absolutely. So as the first responders exit the field with friends and families, we're going to step aside. We'll be back after the national anthem for lineups and first pitch. The Anglers and the Mariners coming up on Cape League TV.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financial journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses and helping communities is how we all win. Because at the lottery, we're all playing for the home team. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
Get ready for big results with our small machines. With more power, performance, comfort, and savings, they're ready for every job. And we're ready with plenty of inventory, the best support in the business, same-day parts availability, and locations across the Northeast. So you can always be ready to work. Milton Cat, always ready.
If you can dream it, if you can cruise in it, if you can summer in it, fish from it, or take it for a day at the beach, we can protect it. The Baldwin Group, protecting the possible.
Friday night at White House Field, the Chatham Anglers are back in town for the third meeting between the A's and the Mariners. In the first matchup at Veterans Field, a 7-7 tie where there were 8 combined runs in the 10th inning alone to lead to the draw. And then the last time out last Saturday, 6-1, a Mariner beatdown over Chatham. But both of these teams, Gino, coming in off a loss. The A's have lost 2 in a row, Harwich most recently, all the way back on Tuesday night, but a 9-8 loss in extras to Falmouth.
And the one thing about the Mariners is they have an extra day of rest. Every team on the Cape had the day off yesterday, but the day before that, the Mariners were set to play the Bourne Braves at Bourne. That was canceled due to the field conditions. So the Mariners coming off of 2 days of rest here this summer. It's not very common, so they have to make sure they're capitalizing off of that and coming in and really taking it to a Chatham team who, I'm sure we'll get to them, have lost some 2 good players, Mendoza and Ford, and they're really trying to find that spark. Who's going to step up? The Mariners can have to try and shut that door.
Absolutely. That's Ethan Mendoza and Henry Ford. Not just 2 of the best players on Chatham, but 2 in the entire Cape, just flooding the stat sheets. And for a Chatham team that's already 2 games under 500 coming into tonight, they have work to do offensively. They haven't won a game with the absence of those 2 guys, so let's look at who at least has a chance to pick them up. The Chatham A's starting lineup tonight in Harwich. Leading off and playing right, Ashton Larson. Hitting second and playing first base, the power-hitting Daniel Jackson. Batting third, Jackson Freeman. He'll be in center. 4, 5, and 6 sounds like this. Isaiah Lane at short, Chase Freilich, the designated hitter, Gavin Gallagher at second base. The final 3 in Dennis Cook's lineup, Roman Martin batting 7th and playing third. Jake Hanley, the Indiana first baseman, is actually in left tonight for Chatham. And Cade Arambidi is behind the plate. The starting pitcher for the Chatham A's will be Nate Taylor. But first, the starter for Harwich, Luke McNeely. McNeely so far this summer has started 3 times, gone over 10 innings of action, a 4.22 ERA. But, Gino, I want to go back to the last time out with Luke McNeely. It was at Wareham. He had good stuff, just couldn't get out of traffic in 2-out situations.
Yeah, there were some times where I felt that he just couldn't work the command in terms of he would get ahead to a 2-strike count and just couldn't really deliver that final strikeout pitch. This is a guy that we know can clearly do that. He's got a ton of skill. He's from University of Florida, so this is a guy that has tremendous talent. He's got to make sure that he comes out ready to go against these Chatham A's, who offensively are a little bit less gifted, I would say, than Wareham. And that's just because the Capemen have a lot more offensive firepower right now because, as we just talked about, Chatham just lost 2 of their top players.
Talked to Dennis Cook, the Chatham first-year manager, a little bit pregame, and his message was straightforward, the same as when we first talked to him, Gino. We need to grind out at-bats, and that starts with focusing on each and every pitch, something that Wareham did well against the starter Luke McNeely. He went 3 2/3 at Wareham, 7 hits, 4 earned runs. A lot of those hits came early. He would get to 2-out situations and then just a breakthrough 2-out RBI knock. But, man, the right-hander out of Florida has good stuff. Let's look at the Mariner defense behind him. In the outfield, playing left, Nico Brini. In center, it'll be the speedy Trey Broussard. And in right field, Bristol Carter. The infield at the hot corner, Maddox Maloney has moved from short to third. Playing short tonight, Tanner Marsh. At second base, it's Shintaro Inoue. And playing first, Sam Harris. Completing the connection with the starter McNeely will be the catcher, Matt Conti. So we're set and ready to go. The leadoff hitting Ashton Larson will dig in for the first matchup with McNeely. He kicks and fires. We're underway. Fouled straight back, 0-1.
First time the Mariners have broke out the red shirt Fridays here on Cape Cod. They've got the red uniforms with the off-white pants with the gold letters. It's a nice look.
The 0-1. That's high and tight. 1 ball and 1 strike. That is a partnership with the Mass State Lottery. Those red jerseys for every home team playing on Fridays throughout the summer. They're a good look. 1-1. Fly ball, right center field. Broussard scoots back, camps underneath, and makes the play. So a fly out to center for the first out of the game. McNeely retires Larson.
The first baseman.
And there's
from
potential
Georgia, #2,
for
Daniel
Chatham to have a lot
Jackson.
of those types of routine fly-outs, ground-outs. This is a team coming off of a loss against Brewster. They had just 2 hits, but just 4 strikeouts. So they're making contact, but just inducing easy outs.
Daniel Jackson takes a breaking ball inside, 1-0. McNeely stands at 6'3", 190 pounds. 1-0. Right down Broadway, 1-1. You look at the Anglers, they're middle of the pack in just about every stat. Average, runs, hits, extra base hits. 1-1, swing and a miss. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The difference is just how they're streaking. This is a team that every time they win 3, they seem to lose 4.
That's right.
And right now they're 8-10 for record. 1-2. Skips in the dirt, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, they started the season off pretty slow. It's first-year manager Dennis Cook as the skipper, so he was just trying to figure things out. Then they got really hot, and now kind of cooling off a bit.
2-2, cracked upstairs to center. Broussard underneath, and back-to-back flyouts to Trey to start this one. 2 out, nobody on. Jackson Freeman comes up for Chatham.
The center fielder from Northwestern.
Good to have Trey
49,
Broussard back in
Jackson
the lineup.
Freeman.
This is a really fun pitching matchup to look out for tonight with McNeely. An ERA right around 4, really good numbers at school. He was under 5 in over 52 innings at Florida. And then on the other side, Nate Taylor. First pitch to Freeman is outside, 1-0. Taylor's coming off his freshman season at Georgia. He only pitched 8 innings. He struck out 17 batters and gave up 1 earned run, the 1-0. High and away, 2 balls and no strikes. So Taylor, definitely the best arm in the Chatham pitching staff. And he's going to have to keep him in this one tonight because we know the Mariners can pitch with the best of them on the Cape. 2-0. Popped up foul, 2 balls and 1 strike. Gino, hasn't it felt like forever since we were last at a Mariner baseball game?
I was just talking to Bristol Carter before the game, and he said it feels like it's been a week since we last played. So it's not just an us thing. It's the players feeling the same way.
When you get in that routine of showing up every day, we travel with these guys. 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Jackson Freeman. Yeah, I was locked into the routine, and now we're looking at over a week straight of games because we're going to replay the Bourne game that was missed out on Wednesday before the league-wide off day yesterday. That'll be on Monday. 2-2, fouled back. But the last time the Mariners had a gauntlet stretch, they did not lose. So playing consecutively definitely favors Steve Englert's ball club. 2-strike pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him with the breaking ball. 3 up, 3 down. McNeely starts out strong for Harwich. We head to the home half on Cape League TV.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses and helping communities is how we all win. Because at the lottery, we're all playing for the home team. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
If you need to dig, lift, move, grade, clear, or cut, pump, weld, clean, light, and just about anything else, dial up the rental source for the newest and the most reliable equipment in New England. Staffed with equipment and construction experts, Milton Rents, your local source.
There hasn't been a ton of training when it comes to bat speed or products for players to be able to train bat speed. You can improve your bat speed and reach your goals working 10 to 15 minutes a day on this a couple of times a week. That's a no-brainer for every player.
What you waiting for?
Welcome back to Harwich, Friday night at White House Field. Where would you rather be? After a scoreless top half of the first from Mariners starter Luke McNeely, the Harwich lineup has a date with the right-hander Nate Taylor. He's got wicked stuff. Here's the Harwich lineup tonight. Leading off and playing center, Trey Broussard. The shortstop hitting second, Tanner Marsh. Batting third and continuing to climb in this lineup, the designated hitter Aiden Robbins. 4, 5, and 6 is Maddox Maloney at third, Sam Harris at first, and Nico Brini over in left. The final three, Matt Conti catching, Shintaro Inoue at second base, and Bristol Carter rounding out Steve Englert's lineup. Gino, your thoughts on the starters tonight?
Well, it's good to have Trey Broussard back in the lineup after he didn't play against Falmouth last time out. He was pulled in the sixth against YD several days ago for Shintaro Inoue in his spot in the order. But this is a guy that can really start things hot for the Mariners. He's been the go-to leadoff man this summer.
So here's Broussard. Nate Taylor, the right-hander from Georgia, just 9 appearances, a 108 earned run average. Strike one to Broussard. But 8 1/3 innings at school, and he struck out 17 batters.
It's pretty good.
0-1 to Broussard. Popped up foul. Trey's quickly behind, no balls and 2 strikes. Chatham lost in shutout fashion last night against Brewster, 2-0. They haven't scored a run since Sunday, and that was Mendoza who scored it. He's no longer a Chatham A. 0-2. Liner into right, down for a base hit. Trey Broussard continues to shine in the leadoff position for Harwich, and the Mariners have a base run.
The shortstop from Liberty,
That's what I'm talking about.
22,
Just that
Tanner
confidence
Marsh.
to step in and make something happen. He's talked about it. He loves being the guy that can light a spark for his offense. And we'll see if Tanner Marsh can keep up that momentum early.
Here's Marsh. Righty-righty matchup with Taylor. A big lead for Trey over at first. First pitch to Marsh, a swing and a miss. The combination for Nate Taylor, fastball, sweeper, changeup. Fastball coming in around 95. That was the change right there at 88. The 0-1. Up high, 1 ball and 1 strike. Trey's second on the team in stolen bases. So always have a chance when he's a leadoff base runner to get into scoring position. 1-1. A little bit off the plate, 2 balls and 1 strike. The defense for the Chatham A's playing left, Jake Hamley, in center, Jackson Freeman, and in right field, Ashton Larson. Before we do the infield, the 2-1 to Tanner Marsh. That's right on the outside corner, 2 balls and 2 strikes. It'll be Roman Martin at third base, Isaiah Lane playing short, Gavin Gallagher at second, and Daniel Jackson, their everyday first baseman behind the dish, Cade Arambidi. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Leadoff man Broussard at first base, nobody out in the bottom of the first. This one's poked softly down the right field line into foul territory. Jackson's there for the first out of the inning. Looked like Tanner Marsh didn't love that pitch and thought it was borderline, just kind of threw his hands out there and didn't get much.
Aiden Robbins.
Yeah, it's just those kinds of hits, unfortunate, right? Because you'd like to at least get it in play.
So 1 on, 1 out. And Gino, I think you talked Aiden Robbins' hot streak into existence because we got on him about his slump, and he was honest with us. But nobody has jumped out of it and been a hotter hitter, not just on this team. First pitch in there, strike 1. But his ability to get on and now combining that with hitting for power.
Yeah, he has been one of the drivers in this offense.
0-1, Broussard goes, pitches a strike, throw to second. He's in there. It looked like Aram Beatty had Broussard beat to the second base bag by a healthy amount. But maybe a crafty slide from Trey to dodge the tag. He's in scoring position.
Yeah, Broussard with that smile there. He's one of the top stolen base guys on the Cape. I thought that throw was going to beat him out.
0-2 the count to Aiden Robbins. Broussard at second, just one down. Taylor will step off. He wants a new pitch. Robbins had 9 strikeouts through his first 5 games. He now has 3 doubles and 2 homers. The 0-2. Ground ball left side. It trickles foul.
It's Adam Arthur grabbing that ball.
So a 2-strike count to Robbins, hitting third for the first time in a long while. But he's earned it. Maddox Maloney on deck. Taylor set and comes home. Got him looking on the outer edge. A masterful 0-2 pitch for the second out of the inning.
The
Yeah, that was beautiful.
baseman from Oregon, number 39, Maddox Maloney.
Robbins has had a little bit of struggle with the strikeout recently. It's been either a strikeout or a hard hit ball that's resulted in more than just a base, which obviously that's kind of the new age of baseball, right? You're going up there, you're swinging, trying to make something happen, and if not, you're going down.
Here's Maloney hitting cleanup. First pitch. Bounces in the dirt, 1-0. Maloney's been the guy when it comes to driving in runners. And just overall consistently hitting for power.
Yeah.
As a Mariner, especially in this ballpark. 1-0, Broussard at second. Check swing, a swinging bunt, caught the end of the bat. Now it's a race to first. Taylor tags out Maddox Maloney. An awkward way to end the first inning, scoreless after 1. But before we go to break, just want to give a quick Red Shirt Fridays heads up. The Cape Cod Baseball League wears red on Friday in partnership with the Mass State Lottery. OT Sports uniforms and Zephyr's hats to honor and support our troops. Show your support every Friday at home games at White House Field, and make sure you wear red. We'll be back with inning number 2 on Cape League
Cod
TV.
Baseball League wears red on Friday in partnership with the Mass State Lottery, OT Sports
When you need to dig, lift, move, cut, or just about anything else, then dial up the Rental Source staffed with equipment and construction experts. They'll help you get the right machine for the job and make sure it's delivered when and where you need it. With locations across New England and the newest and most reliable inventory, Milton Rents is your local source.
You can make any bat feel lighter by adding a velo puck knob. Instead of having to go get a whole entirely new bat, you can simply add the puck to it. Players can use this with any bat. It's basically going to shift the weight of the bat a little bit more towards the hands. Players are able to hit the ball a lot harder just by simply adding the puck on.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financial journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
If you can dream it, if you can cruise in it, if you can summer in it, fish from it, or take it for a day at the beach, we can protect it. The Baldwin Group, protecting the possible.
We welcome you back into White House Field. First Responders Night in Harwich. What a great sight it is to see all the police officers, firefighters out. Obviously the Mariners wearing the red uniforms. First pitch of the second inning is high and tight to Isaiah Lane, 1-0. Weather's great. The weekend weather specifically for the home games at White House Field has been unbelievable. 1-0 pitch. That's inside, 2-0.
No better time to have great weather, right? Than on the weekends.
I heard someone say the other day, in Cape Cod, it should be illegal for it to rain on Friday and Saturday. I said, why not just make that law every day? 2-0. The same spot for 3 consecutive pitches. Up and in on Lane, and the cleanup hitting shortstop is ahead 3 balls and no strikes.
Wait a minute. Luke, I think you were the one that said that, right? No, I'm just kidding.
I'm just the messenger. 3-0. Ball 4. So a 4-pitch walk to start the second inning. Lane takes first base.
The designated hitter from Auburn,
And
number
for a
6,
team that's
Chase
been shut out
Freilich.
in back-to-back games, that's the last thing you want to do.
Right.
Give up free passes. So with one on, here's the designated hitter, Chase Freilich. Freilich, a rising sophomore at Auburn. First pitch, fastball away, 1-0. The mix for the starter, Luke McNeely, is fastball, changeup, slider. So as standard as they come, he can pump the fastball in there close to 92, 93. The changeup not too far behind. We see that around 86 to sometimes 88. Lane at first, Freilich the batter, the 1-0. That's at the top of the zone, 1-1. No score after one. Just getting settled in. Had all kinds of pre-game festivities here. 1-1 pitch. That's a little bit up and away. 2 balls and 1 strike. Lane has good speed over there at first base. Kind of that new age shortstop where he's tall, he's long, he hits for power. The 2-1. Right on the inside corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, Dennis Cook raved about him the last time the Mariners faced off with the Anglers. We spoke to him before the game, and he said Isaiah Lane is someone that the numbers don't really tell the full story.
2-strike pitch. Popped up foul.
But he's someone that means so much to the team, especially on the defensive side of things.
He's stolen 3 bags in 5 attempts. So Matt Conti's ready behind the plate. 1 on, nobody out, no score in the top of the first at White House Field. Runner goes. Liner down the right field line, foul. And if Freilich would have just hung back a little bit more on that one, that would have been as textbook as a hit and run could be. Two balls, 2 strikes. Chase Freilich needs a new bat. That fastball inside jammed him up pretty good. Gino, just another one of these kind of overcast, not as muggy as Tuesday night was, but still humid.
Yeah. No,
But
the
a
weather's
good
been
night
up
for
and down.
baseball.
Absolutely. Well, every night's a good night for baseball, except for the game on Thursday.
2-2, popped up down the third baseline, foul. The night Thursday as in the night that there was no baseball?
Right.
Or Wednesday?
I'm confusing my days.
Thursday
yes,
was the
Wednesday,
off
you're
day.
right.
We've been off for back-to-back days.
I told you, I'm losing track of the days with all these days off.
Another 2-2. In the dirt, a nice block from Conti. The count goes full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. 1 on, nobody out in the top of the second. McNeely, a little bit now of the same from what we saw in Wareham. Good pitch, bad pitch, trying to pick around Freilich right now, the designated hitter. Payoff, runner goes. Popped up, behind home plate. Matt Conti running up to the fence. It goes foul.
I wonder if they played that game at Bourne, right, with the water sitting on the field.